La agenda del día de hoy es la siguiente. Conferencia de prensa para medios, entrega del CD en los estudios de una importante cadena de videos, entrevistas 1 a 1 con medios norteamericanos y fiesta por la noche como cierre de esta gira. Y llegamos a la primera parada, conferencia en el Hudson Theater de Nueva York, donde ya es oficial. Black and Blue es una realidad también aquí. El anuncio de las fechas y lugares de la próxima y ambiciosa gira mundial 2001 de los Backstreet Boys y aún mejor, la confirmación de que a México vienen. Tour 2001, Black and Blue, you're going to be in Mexico.
Yep. We start out
in the
US.
promise?
Yeah,
Okay.
start out in US January 23rd, and we're finished in March.
The end of March.
And then I think we're coming straight down here from South America, and we'll be through Mexico.
There's even been talk of actually possibly trying to get to Mexico on the end of the American tour.
BSB around the world.
Let's talk about Kevin, Nick, Brian, AJ y Howie. ¿Les gusta? ¿Todo? Para presentarles a ustedes su cuarto álbum, Black and Blue. Bueno, pues aquí estamos con los mismos Backstreet Boys después de 3 meses. It's been 3 months since we last saw each other, right? Yeah. Boys on the plane. And I told you all that Mexico was amazing, so we wanted to talk about that a lot. And my first question is, okay, but this is, you know, I really need a fast answer. Your first impression as soon as you got into Mexico?
A lot of people. Big.
Okay. A lot of Volkswagen buses.
Very cool. Traffic and high altitude, shortest breath.
Pass out.
Talk about. I'm sure that is the influence of the concert last night. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah, AJ was telling me AJ's got a big cold, right?
Yes.
Not feeling very well.
We're all sick.
Yeah.
It's the end of the tour. We all usually get sick during the tour because we're all just run down and go in and all fixed up.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Brian's not sick.
Brian's
I'm
not
getting
sick,
over
Brian.
mine.
I already told him to behave.
We caught it from Kevin.
Okay.
Nick's trying to kiss me over here. And he's not sick.
Okay, so tell me, Mexico. I gave you a little bit, you know, of the story when we were on that plane 3 months ago. What was your idea? What did you think? Do you know that the tickets sold in 4 hours, 3 shows, 55,000 people per show?
Pretty amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Amazing. This is your first stop in Latin America?
It's something that you never expect, though. I mean, because we perform in front of a lot of people. You know, we have been performing in front of a lot of people for 8 years now, and to know that you can come to a city that you've never been to. I mean, Howie's been here before on behalf of the group, but to come here as a unit and put up ticket sales and they go that fast, I mean, it's a blessing. It's nice, and we're very thankful for it.
Thank the Lord. Thank you.
Did you come to Mexico with something in mind, like any worry? I mean, this is the largest city in the world. It's the most populated and not very safe. Did you know about that?
I was worried about drinking the water.
The truth. Okay, I want the truth. The water. Okay.
That's what I was worried about.
Okay, the water.
Worried about getting an intestinal infection, getting
From the water,
sick or
yeah.
something, getting bacteria.
I brushed my teeth last night, and I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, had water from the thinking.
Spit out and spit out. Did anybody go out last night?
Yes.
Yes.
Who? Who and where?
I went
Howie
to
and Kevin?
Salsa club. I went to a dance club.
She's like tripping.
Together?
No.
No, it's not fans feel like, you know, killing themselves.
The club that he went, I went to a salsa club. He went to a techno dance club. I wanted to hear some nice music, and he wanted to go. So, but then I ended up going to the place that he was at later, and he'd already left. So.
Okay, what's the coolest thing?
But tonight
I know.
we go to a salsa club.
Great, you're
Going
great.
tonight, you're
Horn
going out?
section, great music.
Okay, and you're leaving on Monday, right? Leaving on Monday, so you're going out Saturday and Sunday?
Hopefully. I don't know about that.
Are you guys going out? Are you guys going out?
I want to try to go out tonight. I didn't go out
Did
last
you go?
night.
Because you were sick.
I stayed in and went to the hot tub in the sauna. Try to open my sinuses.
Okay.
Didn't work.
The
We're
thing,
going to go see the pyramids, hopefully.
you will?
On Sunday, hopefully.
I told him.
Teotihuacan, I know you wanted to go see them, or was it?
Yeah.
Or wasn't you?
Might
Be
have
honest.
been.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to see, yeah.
Pirámide del Sol, Pirámide de la Luna,
Yeah.
all those pyramids. I mean,
Yeah,
the
cool.
thing you like
I like history, that's right.
the most of what you've seen up to now, which is not much about Mexico, or what you heard.
the
Hotel.
drive.
Do you want to buy something? Did anybody want to, you know, as soon as I get to Mexico, I
probably
really
say
need
the
to
same
buy
thing.
this or that?
Huh?
Yeah, does anybody think as soon as I get to Mexico, I'll try to buy this or I want, you know, whatever, sombrero.
Somebody's been saying that they make good boots here.
Good boots, great silver, really cheap.
So,
Everybody talks about the tequila here.
El tequila, por supuesto. Sombreros de
I can't
charros.
do it. To kill
Okay.
me.
Now let's
Now, I'm
get...
saying one thing. I'm sorry.
What?
One thing I did notice is you guys got a lot of Volkswagens around here.
Yeah.
The taxis,
there's a
little
lot of
bugs.
taxis.
You see, but they're everywhere.
The taxis.
Certain days, this is what our driver was saying when he was taking us to the, to the stadium last night. Is you notice on all the cars that they have green tags, they have green license plates. And they said that yesterday was like green tag day, and then today will be another
Oh yeah,
color.
because of the pollution we have in the country.
Yeah,
There are
so
certain
you're-
cars, years, you know, a certain year that go back that can't, you know, circulate every day. So, for example, if you're like 95 and behind, you can't use your car every day. You have to let it rest one day because there's so many cars and the pollution issue is such a big issue.
Okay.
Now, tell me, how was your, you know, your health condition and your, you know, how good did you feel last night at the concert? AJ was saying that you know, it was impossible to
We
breathe.
were all like, after the first two songs, we were under the stage while I was talking and saying hi to the crowd, and we were all like, wow. I mean, we had no idea, no one told us about how high the altitude is. It's 3 times higher than like Denver. We had no idea, no one told us. We were like, that's great.
We found it out, though, right in the middle of the first 2 songs. We're like,
I like when we sang I'll Never Spanish. And
Nunca
the entire
seré
crowd
llorar.
sang it with us. That was really, well, they sang every
They were
song. That
singing
was
every
really
song.
cool.
That's what was amazing. They were singing every song that we were singing. They were singing
Dancing.
Everybody was up on their chairs, standing up on their chairs the whole way out there.
How do you pick the songs? Because I saw some fans outside and they were like, but why didn't they sing the one? And why didn't they sing a second? And why didn't, you know, asking for all these different... How do you pick out what you're going to sing?
If we did every song from every album, I mean, it would...
15 hours, thank you. 15-hour show.
Be a 4-hour
No, but how do you pick them out? You say, yeah,
Well,
we
what
like
we do
this
is
one.
we kind of pick out our favorites. We pick out the stuff from the new album, as well as some stuff that people will remember from the old albums. Some of the fan favorites, the ones that were singles, a lot of times they're easier to pick because they're a little more popular, played on the radio, and stuff like that.
Favorite song?
My favorite song? Wow, I've got to go back a
One?
few, but
Way back. One.
I would have to say
A song for life.
I would have to. Well, I don't know. I would have to say "Time." The
Time?
song that's on this record, Black
Yeah.
and Blue, because we all wrote it, and it just talks about our career from the beginning up until now, and we've been through a lot, and we just got a full head of steam, and we're continuing on.
Nick?
One song I never get sick of, like out of all of our songs, is "Show Me the Meaning." I really never get sick of that song. It just like I enjoy doing all the songs in the show, but that song in particular just has like, I think it has a lot of soul in it. I mean, being the fact that Dennis Pop, that was one of the last songs he wrote on and was involved in, so you know, it just has a lot of meaning.
My boy.
I'd just say probably Don't Want You Back off of Millennium, just because it's...
Nothing personal?
No, it's just I like the up... No, not thinking today. No, I just like the fact that like that was our first song that I'd ever heard of, you know, you want any record that was just different. It was very unique and it stands on its own. Like there's no other Backstreet song to date that really sounds like that. It's a great song also to perform live. I like the up tempo by the
Kevin.
More than that.
More than that?
Yeah,
Our next single.
Howie?
So probably have to say though, of course, Spanish Eyes.
Sunrise? Okay. The Call, if you want to know. What I like, you know, The Call. Yeah. Yeah, when you pull off, you know, the face, and yeah, I've seen it. So, there's, you know, thousands of people watching us via satellite, wondering what the Backstreet Boys show looks like. We already know that 25, you know, trucks came in for San Diego, and 150 people were hired locally, and there's, you know, 120 million people working behind this. Why is this show so great? I saw it last night. I think it's great.
have a lot of fun with it.
Please, brag,
We had a lot
brag.
of fun. I mean, it's like the whole stage. We had a real production team come in and like sit down with us and go over stage designs and all this kind of stuff. And from the previous tour, we just wanted to do something bigger and better, and not do it in the around again. Like that was the most fun I think we've had, like performance-wise, doing it in the round. But this is going back to the whole end stage, and it's a huge stage. And it's our creative minds as well as other people's creative minds.
Visually, it's beautiful. Really proud of the lighting. Peter Morse designed the lighting.
275 lights.
And
If you don't know.
the LCD, the big jumbotron we have, all the video effects that we have, along with the songs. We're just proud of it.
The beginning is great. The beginning is great. What's the coolest part for you? Like, I love it. It's coming. One more minute.
More
and we're
than
going to
that.
get to do this.
More than that. For me, it's like what's going on behind us on the video monitor, and then what's going on stage with the fog and the dry ice, and it looks like clouds, and the dancers coming up out of the stage. I think that is the beautiful song.
Yeah. Así que para que estén atentos. I always wonder, when you're singing, do you get a chance to look at someone?
Yeah.
Like, really make eye contact with your sister?
Like, those people in the front, like, at least 10, 15 rows, you know, we see every single one of them. We look at every single one of them.
The thing I like to do is if I see somebody waving, you know, I'll wave back or I'll do the same gesture.
I was waving. You didn't wave back to me.
I was 9 times out of 10, I try to do the same gesture that they're doing to me, so it just proves that I see them. You know, if they're waving like this, and I'll wave like that. If they throw a piece, or if they smile, or if they're like, oh, you looked at me, you know, I'll make sure that they know that I saw them.
This is a very whatever question, but I have to ask it. I mean, it's been, 10 years you've been doing this. There has to be one time where any of you and a fan suggested this question, in which you saw a fan and said,
Oh yeah.
No.
Let me just say,
baby.
I can't lie, I'm sure we've dated.
Come on,
We've
say
dated.
believe.
We've dated fans before.
Give me a story.
When we were in Germany, like when we were touring over in Europe.
What did you mean by that, Kevin?
You want to call it dating?
As in that,
Whatever you want to call it.
Wasn't it, Howie?
Wouldn't it hanging out?
Okay,
I'm not
was
gonna
it?
be
Was
by
it
myself
you?
in this.
Was it? No, come on.
We've
Let's be
all,
honest.
each of us has at least once, each of us has hung out with a fan.
You know what, Nick? Give me a 5. Thank you for your honesty. Come on, give us a
Come
story.
on.
Seriously, we all have.
You liars.
They're so lying.
Howard?
No, you have.
You've hung out with them
Dated a
before,
fan
like one-on-one, not
I mean,
Tell us a story, Nick. Don't let
no,
them bother
like,
you.
like when we had a lot of time over in Europe, like when we first started, touring and stuff. When we first started touring and stuff, we had like lots of time in between our touring schedules to hang out with people and stuff. Our fans.
You see like the same people traveling to every country with you that you say growing up. Like
Anybody says
Holland, that would be in every single country you go to.
They were on tour with us.
Yeah, they were on tour pretty much. It was like,
We're all young men, and it gets lonely out on the road.
Kevin,
We like to hang out.
Don't have to do that, right?
But some of us have
moved on.
that stage and moved
It's not like that,
Some
though,
of us
man. Guys, it's not even what I was saying. I was saying we have dated in the past.
Yeah, and I mean, it's if you have 3 million fans.
Well, they probably dated us.
Nobody
We're
finds
fans
it
ourselves.
attractive.
We're fans too.
Nick, you know what? I support you. Nick.
You're plugged in, you can't go
I
anywhere.
just lost out.
No. And
What?
AG?
Oh, AG. What?
you've got
Yeah.
some great stories.
Come on,
please.
Bo.
Story?
Oh, he's full of stories.
Oh yeah, I got a whole archive.
I met you off. Hold on.
This is the that ring story he talked about?
Okay.
Now that's honestly.
I met you at Amanda.
No,
That's where I
that's
stayed.
actually probably the most prominent fan situation that's ever been stuck in my head. Was hanging out with a fan over in Germany. I guess she took a real serious liking to me and wanted to give me a gift for whatever reason. She gave me 2 rings, 2 gold rings. One had a big diamond, one had a bunch of diamonds. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think it was even real. So I took it home and just out of curiosity went to the...
And sold it.
And no, I went and I got it, like, appraised, and it was the homeboy that finally counted, like, where'd you get this? Like, why? Really? Yeah, it's real, and I'll buy it. Heck no. Come to find out, it was her parents' wedding thing. And then about a month later, her like uncle or dad's calling my family, like threatening with me. Get the rings back. And that's the girl that was on the bus. That's what it is. It was us on our bus.
It was the one
Yes,
that
it was.
Brian.
Or on the bus. That's the one that stuck out. That was in
The one that
front.
Johnny grabbed the ring?
No, AJ is just
She snuck under the bus.
He's always getting something.
I was reading the Rolling Stone magazine the other day, like 3 months ago, when you were on the cover. And I know that you weren't included where everybody else is, because you're very conservative, very religious. Right?
Well, it didn't really have anything to do religiously. I mean, I took kind of a moral stand of being, in a situation that I felt like I didn't really want to be in, when it came to the photographer, because this was a world-renowned photographer. He's taking some amazing pictures, but at the same time, you show up to the photo shoot and there's all these models walking around in bathrobes, and you're like, I didn't know anything about this. So then you're put into this situation, oh, be in this picture, and blah, blah, blah. So I wasn't, and, the guys have been supportive with me not being in it, and I thank them for that, and they wanted to be in it, and I was supportive of them being in it, so it just turned out the way it
That's what
turned
makes
out.
us a group. I mean, a difference of opinion, and we respected him for that, although we were in a room for a couple hours trying to convince him to do it with us, because, but he had a different view. We thought it was a beautiful photograph. I thought it was beautiful. It's a takeoff from the Electric Ladyland album cover that Jimi Hendrix did, and I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was beautiful. I think in America, opposed to Europe and South America, I think America is very conservative as far as as far as sexuality. I think they shove it under the rug. And I think if more parents talked about it, and that's another thing we talked about, it's going to raise some eyebrows because we have a lot of young fans. And if it raises a discussion at the dinner table between parents and children about sexuality, then that's a good thing, I think.
The reason of my question was because there must be something you really don't like, each one of you, about the business, the thing you hate the most. One thing. Let's go really fast. We have very little time, and then after one question. Go, Brian. The thing you hate the most.
Go to
fast.
me last. I'm trying to think of
Nick, say it. Phil, you're the brave.
This business is, to me, this business can be very bad. There's like a lot of bad things that involve business-wise. The entertainment part is the most beautiful thing about it, to make people happy and to see the miracles that happen from music. But then the business part is just ruthless, corrupting, and bad. And that's why, I stay out of that.
People that judge you for that reason, like this on my last nerve, they just constantly nitpick and try to find something wrong and then blow it out of proportion when they don't even know you, or they could be a rock and roll critic and they're doing an interview with a pop band. Why would we be doing an interview with a rock and roll critic? They're just going to bash us anyway. It's stupid.
The married man, the father.
It's frustrating for me because, like, growing up as a little kid listening to the radio and watching the award shows, with my family on TV and everything, it's like, now that I'm in it, and it's like the magic, it's like the innocence is gone, because I know how all the business works. I know the corruption and the greediness that gets in the way, and the political stuff that gets in the way of collaborations. Like, say, for instance, a collaboration that we did with Lionel Richie, that our record label wouldn't even allow to come out. It's things like that frustrate me because of greed and because of political bullcrap and control that the record company wants to have over me.
Howie.
Gets in the way of creative.
I think the hardest part I have to deal with is not being able to please everybody out there. So many times we're trying to do as much as we can, and sometimes we just can't get that one extra, interview or that one extra autograph or whatever, and you just end up, people don't understand sometimes. They expect us to be so accessible,
and you know, always be there. And we try to go out of our way to do as much, but it's just never enough.
I'm sorry.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I mean, we make an emphasis on fans make us who we are, but at the same time, when you're in off time or you're in your self time, your personal time, they don't own you, you know, and they feel like they own you to a certain extent, like you're obligated to do something, and when really you're just obligated to try to have dinner with your wife or your family.
I think it starts with one thing. It starts from the music that you know, that's what I think we all want people to do.
Yeah, well, just to round it up, it's not that because I know you, and I am now a very big fan of the VSTs, but I mean, I got so mad when that woman at the press conference said, oh, what's with the sound? Excuse me, Oscar, that's like the little needle in 1,000. I mean, the show was great. I mean, yeah, maybe it could be improved, you know, but I mean, it's wonderful. Yeah, and it's open, it's huge. Everybody's
60,000
yelling.
people
Yeah.
screaming, and you have a huge sound system, but I mean, you keep turning the volume up, and it's only going to distort and get muffled when you're trying to battle against the screens.
I know.
If that lady who made the comment, if she had had some earplugs during the show, probably would have been better for her.
Theo said no, not above 110 decibels, and it's really hard to keep it, you know, there if everybody's yelling, you know. Well, thank you very much, boys. I wish you the best. Please say hi to all the Mexican fans because if not, they're going to kill me.
Hola.
I really love them, that you're very grateful.
Yeah, we're back again.